Alright, people. Welcome back to the channel. So, I'm just gonna have this video playing because I got nothing else to play in the background. And I'm trying to do as minimal editing as possible because I ain't trying to do all that right now. I ain't got much time starting a new job and everything. But so, First Descendants. They did a dev update. Had to take a week, maybe a couple days to digest it. But new champion Harris. Everyone knows her as the chick with the bionicle arms in the back, with bra, all that stuff, right? Her kit is cool. The ancestor modules seem nice. Now we're already kind of at the point where we are pretty freaking strong already. I don't know what adding more power to the characters does, but sure, whatever. Whatever works. Now, the other thing is, honestly, watching this montage is crazy because, I'm like, dude, why am I so crazy in these clips? But I'm just randomly playing in Swift plays and I'm absolutely getting destroyed. But whatever, at least that's besides the point. But yeah, so, I think my main contention, I'm trying to keep this short, is the trade system. I think all the new content is fine. I think they were like, oh, there was a mistype or something like that. They're not doing more Void Vessel. It's going to be another dungeon like the 400s, which, cool. I prefer those because Void Vessel missions are complete and utter trash. They're boring as hell, repetitive as fuck, and it's not that fun to play. So, at least we're getting dungeons. And for the most part, it's okay. Honestly, it's whatever. Now, the main point of contention that I've seen majority of people talk about, and there's a lot of viewpoints on it, is the trading system. The ancestor modules are fine. The new modules they're adding is fine. The new sword is fine. I actually prefer the new sword compared to the other swords, mostly because it has a CC ability. The new gun seems cool. It's like spider themed and all that stuff, and it does AoE kind of like the whatchamacallit, the ancient lance, but instead it's attack rifle, and shoot an enemy, it does damage to enemies surrounding it. Really cool. Now, the trading system. When I first saw it, my first thought on it was, this is ass, because you require real money to spend, and then you require real money to sell. And I think that's just dumb. And this is coming from a person who... I've been playing, PoE. Right? I've been playing PoE too. That's the trade system that I know. There's also trade systems in Warframe, which Warframe kind of does that too. And I despise that one because I spent zero money on Warframe. Then my other friends, they've spent probably $2,000-3,000 on that. And for me, I just no. It's just a big no. I do know that, at least in Warframe, the monetization is a little bit better because you pay what you get and then they double it in currency for you. And it's kind of the same thing that PoE does. The amount of money you spent, you get double that if you buy the packages and whatnot. So that's really cool. But the First Descendants is a very Eastern game development thing. Very shitty, very predatory in a way. I don't want to just say blanket statement is predatory, but it is what it is. Even Riot is doing it now with their $500 skins that is complete BS. Dude, what happened? Small indie company, quotations, right? But yeah, so now, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but they changed it. Yeah, I know. I just found that out a bit ago. Right? They did a new video talking about the feedback that they were getting, and they understood the plight of the players because ain't nobody trying to spend the 40 caliber, even though everything is worse than Riot, because $10 is double. So you see 200 caliber, and you're like, oh, that's $2. Nope. it is 10. Good luck. Everybody hates that. But in this case, they've done a good thing. They changed it, and now it's going to be Cooper that you're trading for, and then the trading fee is gold. Which, for me, I spent all my gold on upgrading modules and whatnot, and all the swords and all that stuff. I grinded everything, all that out. I'm at the point in the game where I've done all the content, there's nothing left for me to grind, so I'm doing other stuff. But I think, what is it? I'm filming this on November 4th, so at the update comes, I think the 9th or later in the first week of December, something like that. I forget. So they changed the trading system to be in person, like PoE 2. And I'm going to say PoE 2 because all the other ones I'm not that familiar with. And then, just like OG PoE 2, it's going to be person to person, and it's going to cost in-game currency. And the currency is going to be Cooper and, not Cooper, but Caliper. Is it Caliper or Cooper? I hate that they're both kind of said the same way. But the fucking rocks and the gold, right? So that's a good thing. Both of those things are farmable, just like PoE 2, where your exalts, your chaos, your divines are all farmable, and then you can sell it on those currencies too. So I think that's a good thing. Now, another thing that makes this absolutely perfect is having asynchronous trading, like PoE 2, where you can just kind of put stuff up on the market and people can just buy it, instead of having to wait on you to be online. That would be perfect. And I think that should be like the base standard for any kind of trading. I swear to God, I absolutely despise having to wait on people, and whatnot. But yeah, you know, maybe some of the good caveats to having to wait on people is maybe you can get like a discount, a bulk sale pricing, whatever the hell, you know. But yeah, no, we're gaming, right? We're not trying to wait. We're trying to get things done. So yeah, I think that's about it. What I wanted to talk about for the video. I know it's so weird just having Valorant in the background, but it just kind of helps my way I'm thinking. I'm kind of watching this and talking and just spitballing. So yeah, that's that. That's cool. I think I got like another thing I want to talk about later, but that's gonna be another video. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the recent things in First Descendant. Correct me if I'm wrong on anything. Share your thoughts. I don't know. Do what you do. I'll see you on the next video.